All right, it is 5 minutes past 11 o'clock, so we are going to get started here. Um, we are going to be talking about why it's important to give your website a refresh to make Google work for you. Um, so I want to just open up with asking a question of why do profitable business owners love to shop at Whole Foods? We're all familiar with Whole Foods and we all love shopping at Whole Foods. And why is it that we choose to go and shop at Whole Foods? It's because they have a lot of organic content. Whole Foods markets carries, some of the freshest vegetables, just like the way we choose to nourish our bodies with high quality food. So also we want to nourish our businesses with a lot of organic leads. And the more organic leads you have coming into your website, the easier it is going to be for you to reach your revenue goals. So, what does organic mean? What I'm sharing with you is the analytics dashboard for one of my clients. And what analytics is it's a free software that Google provides that you can take and install on your website so you can know who is coming to your website and how are they finding you online. And the breakdown of how you're acquiring your potential customers is broken down into direct, organic search, social, referral, other, and email. What is direct? Direct is when somebody knows your brand name. They actually go to a search window and they type in www.amazon.com or www.homedepot.com. How do you function when you try to go shop on Amazon? You know the brand. And so you go to a search window and you type in the name of the brand that you're trying to do business with. To get to having a lot of high numbers in direct traffic, you have to be an established brand. You have to be in business for many years, after which you'll have customers that are coming to Google search and directly searching for you. Till then, what is going to really get you your leads is organic search, which is why this is a number that you need to care about because you really want your organic search numbers to grow. So today, if you have analytics connected to your website and you go and you look at the numbers, and as an example, if you have 70 people that are organically finding you on search, what does it mean for somebody to organically find you on search? When somebody is looking to remodel their kitchen or bathroom or have a whole home new built, they go to a Google search page and they search for best remodeler near me. Then they take an action and they come to your website. After that, whether that lead becomes a client or not depends on how good your website is in helping them do business with you. But how many people are actually coming to your website from search by just saying remodeler near me, best remodeler near me, best remodeler in Pleasanton, best remodeler in California? So this is why it is important for you to care about this number, because the more people that come to your website organically, the easier it is going to be for you to reach your revenue goals. So today we're going to focus on how Google search works, the anatomy of a search results page, and how to perform a site search for your business. And I'll give you some tips to give your website a refresh, and we'll have some time for Q&A. For the sake of the people that are here today, I would appreciate it if you have questions that you drop it in the chat. So if there are any specific questions, I'll look at the questions in the chat and I'll answer the questions. So before we dive in, a little bit about me. I started a children's education business 9 years ago. It's called Brain Mind. It is a summer camp business where children come in and they are enriched and entertained through Lego, robotics, and financial literacy. Basically, they come in and they learn about the stock market, about savings, spending, and there is also a Lego component. When I started the business 9 years ago, I pulled a website on Wix, and in the first year, I hit $100,000 in revenue, and in the third year, I hit $1 million in revenue. When I stopped and I looked at why I was able to do this, it was because I had just been interested in digital marketing and I was spending a lot of time on making sure that my business was found online. At that point in time, I used to attend a lot of networking meetings and interact with other small business owners. And I realized that a lot of the business owners were struggling. Everybody had a website, a few social media accounts, and they were just trying to figure out where is my next lead coming from. And when I looked at my own situation, what I had done right was I had made my online presence, my business be best friends with the Google algorithm, which is why I had a steady stream of organic leads, parents that were shopping for high quality programs that were enrolling in my programs. When I realized how powerful Google is when it comes to Google search, I decided to become a Grow with Google partner. It is an application process and an approval process. And so today I am a Grow with Google partner. And what the partnership allows me is a direct access into the small business team that is headquartered here in Mountain View, California. And so I am able to help any small business owner whose online presence is not looking right on Google search, whose Google business profile is not showing up right on Google Maps. And so it is such an important piece to get that organic lead that I decided to become a Grow with Google partner to be able to help other small businesses. So I set up a digital marketing agency with an intent to help small businesses, and pretty soon I was serving a variety of niches, close to 20 niches. I had dermatologists, dentists, HVAC contractors, um, pest control companies, anybody that wanted to do business with me, I signed them on and I was able to get really good results for them. Pretty soon I realized that the niche that I was able to get the most results is the remodelers, home builders, because of the way this industry functions. Anytime somebody is looking for a solution for a bathroom remodel or a kitchen remodel, you don't go to Yelp, you don't go to Facebook, you don't go to Instagram, you go to search, you go to a Google search page and you immediately type in, best remodeler near me, best bathroom remodeler near me. And therefore, I realized that I was able to really help these niche. And so today, my digital marketing agency exclusively serves um, remodelers or remodeling businesses and contractors. And so I'm on a mission to help 1,000 remodeling contractors or businesses. I'd like to hit the first 100. And my strategy is for you to unbox the true potential of your business using data. And when I say data, it's basically numbers about how many people are coming to your website. And even though data and traffic sounds very foreign, all of this is basically just amazing information about your beloved customers, leads that are interested in doing business with you. So today I'm not only a partner with Google, I'm also a partner with NARI as well as the National Kitchen and Bath Association. Through the process of helping all these businesses, of scaling my own education business to $1 million in revenue, I have come up with what I call a digital dominance blueprint. This is a blueprint that pretty much any business can take and overlay for your own business. And if you do all of these, you are bound to hit your revenue goals. There's no ifs and buts about it. You will reach your targets. And so this specific image that I'm sharing with you is a digital dominance blueprint that is specific for remodelers. And if you look at the very first stage, the first step in the first stage is your website, which is what we are going to be talking about. And so the most common thing that business owners do is they come up with an idea, build a website, and then off they go and they create social media accounts. They start posting on social media, then they try to run a little bit of ads, and then they feel dejected saying that, no, this is not working out. Like, why is my business not growing? The business is not growing because you have to identify the top 8 things that you need to do. Figure out what's working for you. Is it Google Ads that's working for you? Is optimizing your Google business profile working for you? Where do you want to collect your reviews? Do you want to collect your reviews on Google, or do you want to collect your reviews on Yelp? For remodelers, collecting your reviews on Google is the best place to be. Then you think about email marketing and social media marketing. Then you think about home advisor partnerships. Then you can run more detail ads on YouTube. Now you have your own database of fans and followers. You can launch a newsletter or a rewards program and you can get results from it. So people kind of tend to jump across from all of these different stages, and then you wonder why you're not able to reach your targets. It is a cyclical process. You identify the things that work for you, you do more of the things that work for you. Not everybody should be posting on Twitter, right? Twitter is not an audience for remodelers. Instagram is an audience for remodelers. So find the digital marketing tactics that work well for you, create a strategy, rinse and repeat, do more of what works for you, do less of what's not working for you. And digital marketing is not something where you say, well, this month I am in the mood for digital marketing. Digital marketing is something that you have to be at and do consistently, month after month after month, which is why it's cyclical. You can't just do it at one spot in time and then give it up. So, three things that I know for sure from scaling a business as well as helping multiple businesses is that anyone can generate clients online. However, you must customize, right? You have to have a plan in place. That digital dominance blueprint that I showed you, you have to customize it. And really, business can be easy. Sometimes, you feel like entrepreneurship is not for the faint of heart. For sure, it is a ton of work to work for yourself, to employ other people, but business can be easy if you have a solid digital marketing strategy in place. So, today, out of this digital dominance blueprint, I am just going to talk about how powerful your website can be. So, the first thing that I want to review with you is how the Google search algorithm works. The fastest way to understand how the Google search algorithm works is to think of it as a library. Think about a conventional library. It is a large building that is filled with books. There is a librarian whose job is to welcome the books, catalog them, index them, and put them on the shelves. You, as a consumer, you walk into the library, you go and you search in the database saying, okay, I want to travel to Spain. So you're looking for a travel book, or you're in the mood to get some recipes, so you're looking for a cookbook, or you want to read some good fiction. So that's how you go ahead and you use a library. The Google search algorithm is very similar to a library, where there are business owners that wake up and say, today I am going to create a website. Unlike a conventional library where there is a front door and the books come in through the front door, in the Google library, the books come in through the back door, because the books are the websites. Google does not know how many books are coming in. So through the back door, there's just hundreds, thousands, millions of websites. As business owners dream, they build these websites, and they're just trying to put it into the Google library. There is no librarian in a Google library, right? There is nobody welcoming these websites and saying, oh, you're a bicycle shop, you're a remodeler, you're a kitchen remodeler, you're a home rebuilder, right? There is no librarian welcoming these websites to catalog them in the Google search algorithm, which is where it is important for your website to tell the algorithm who you are. Who do you serve? How do you serve them? Which is why you need to have a really built website that can communicate to the Google algorithm, which is basically software that crawls information about your website, organizes this information, right? It pulls these websites as they're coming into the back door, indexes them into shelves or indexes them in the algorithm. And when somebody comes in and searches for pet service near me, accountant near me, remodeler near me, it quickly pulls that website and then shows you on the search page. And so the more information you're able to tell the Google library as to who you are and who you serve, it is going to choose you off that shelf and showcase you when somebody comes in and organically searches for you. Which is why it's really important to have a well-built website that's optimized to be best friends with the Google algorithm. The next thing that I want to explain to you is the anatomy of a search results page. This is a page that we look at, 1,000 times a day. We all go to a Google search page and we search a query. We say best Mexican restaurant near me. You probably have a problem you're trying to solve. And so when you go in and you type a query, this is the kind of results page that you see. The results page has titles, there's descriptions, there's more descriptions. Where is all of this information coming from? It's coming from your website. And so the more clear your titles are, the more unique your URLs are, and the more clear your description is, it's going to be easy for the Google library to know who you are and quickly showcase you when somebody comes in and does a search query. Page descriptions are therefore really important. The page descriptions clearly need to say who you serve and what you do. The most common thing that I see is that you get a web developer, you build out a website, the web developer copies page 1, page 2, page 3. Every page has the same description, which means you're leaving out the opportunity to share valuable information with the Google algorithm. Every business owner must claim a business profile, which is again free information. It's free real estate on a Google search page that you can claim and use. And of course, if you're running ads, there's going to be ads that will show up on a Google search results page. And again, there'll be more ads and opportunities for more results on page 2. So today, you need to know where you're landing, where your website is landing, because remember, we care about those organic leads. We care about somebody that's searching for your product or service. We want them to find you. So now let's look at a real search page. If you go and type in remodeler near me, at the very top of the page, what you're going to see is ads. Google is a business. They are in it to make revenue. And therefore, at the very top of the search page, you're going to see all the remodelers that are running ads. Below that, you will see what is called a 3-pack. These 3 businesses that are showing up here. So this one's already running ads and there is only room for 3 businesses. And so those 3 businesses are what is called a 3-pack, right? So these 3 businesses are the only ones that Google's going to showcase. It's very easy for any business to land on this 3-pack for the neighborhood or the geography you're trying to serve, provided you have claimed your Google business profile, you've optimized it, and you have a strategy in place to be in the 3-pack. Because again, think about how do you function. If you want a haircut and you go search for hairstylists near me, you're going to choose one of these 3 that shows up and be done with what you're trying to achieve. And therefore, it's important for your website and your business to land in this 3-pack. So there's the ads on top, there's the 3-pack. Below that, there's going to be all of the collaborations: Yelp, Angie's List, House, Thumbtack. Look at it. There is no room yet for your website. Nobody's finding you on page 1 yet. Below this, there is more ads, because again, Google is a business. They have more ads, and then it's going to show you options for more cities. And so it's really critical that you land on the 3-pack, because if you don't, automatically you're on page 2. And so I meet a lot of remodelers who are just spending thousands of dollars on SEO. SEO is trying to capture this first page. Instead of putting a lot of money into SEO, think about your Google business profile and make sure that you're landing on the 3-pack, because that is important. After that, you can go ahead and conquer SEO. So I'm going to teach you how to perform a site search. When you perform a site search, what you can do is you can actually see how your website is indexed in the Google library. Which of your pages is indexed in the Google library? So simply go to a Google search window and just type in site:/yourwebsite.com. Site:/yourwebsite.com, and immediately the search page will show you all the pages that you have on your website and what the Google search algorithm is reading. In this example here, you can see that this example that I used is Redwood City Graphics. They all have, every page has the same description, right? There's opportunity to make these URLs unique. There's opportunity to describe exactly what this business does. And so this is what you can do for yourself. You can go in and you can type site:/yourwebsite.com, and you can see which of your pages are cataloged. Are those pages worthy of being cataloged? Do you have an important page that you have spent so much time building on your website? Does it even show up on Google search? Because if it doesn't, then it's not really serving you. So this would be the first, a very important thing for you to do, to go ahead and see how your pages look. Are they cataloged? Are they described? Because this is really simple. You have to go into each of your pages and redefine how your description needs to show up. Because if you're a kitchen remodeler and a bathroom remodeler, You want to be talking about each of those. You only get 2 lines per page. So you want to be really intelligent in the way you're describing each of those pages. And so it's going to give you insights about whether your page titles are good, whether your descriptions are good. And this specific business has a lot of opportunity because every page says the same thing: high quality, low cost screen printing, embroidered products for 15 years. So if your website looks like this, then you're just wasting valuable digital tags that you can be sharing with the Google library, so it indexes you properly and then will be able to showcase you when somebody comes looking for your product or service. Make sure that all the pages that you're interested in are indexed. And so I'm going to move into giving you simple things that you can do today to give your website a refresh. First one, like I said, is go ahead and perform a site search. Look at your pages. How do your titles look? Are you happy with the description? And honestly, as a business owner, spend half an hour, do this, describe your pages, hand it off to your web designer and tell them to go, change it up. Your phone will start ringing if you just fix this. You don't need to spend ad dollars. Fix this so Google knows who you are, who you serve, and you are, in your own words, describing it. And use a friendly conversational tone when you're describing this, right? Don't think of like, I'm this corporation, I'm a business. What would somebody want to learn about you when they come and search for you? Have that conversational tone in your description. Your phone will ring just from this optimization. Tip two, the most common thing that I see is that websites are not secure. And security is a big deal when it comes to the Google algorithm. It is not going to be your friend. It is not going to be best friends with you if your website is not secure. Security is really easy. It's a plugin if it's a WordPress website. So go check your URL to the left side. If it says it's not secure, guess what? Your website does not even exist in the Google library of website. So go fix that. Then fix your descriptions, then you'll be able to provide a secure experience, and then Google will care about your business. The third thing is to have a solid plan in place for conversions on your website. You do all of this amazing editing, checking to your website, and then you get all this organic leads and somebody comes to your home page, your home, and they are interested in doing business with you. What is the plan you have in place? Do you have like a phone number and a form and like a pop-up form? What is the plan that you have in place for this person that Google search has driven to your home? What are they going to do to become your customer? What are they going to do to open up their wallets to do business with you, right? Why is conversion important? When somebody comes to your website, let's look at an example. Let's say you have 1,000 people finding you from Google search organically and coming to your website, and you have a 5% conversion. What this means is that you're getting 50 calls or leads per month. Let's say 30% of those 50 calls actually book an estimate appointment with you saying, hey, come out to my home. I'm ready for a remodel. Could you look at my project and give me an estimate? Which means you have 15 estimates booked. Out of the 15 estimates booked, let's pretend you have a 75% conversion rate. That's 11 projects booked. If you have 11 projects booked and the average project is $10,000, this is a lower amount. Most bathroom and kitchen remodels are about $30,000. So let's pretend it's a $10,000 project. You're looking at a revenue of $110,000. Now let's look at a scenario 2 where when 1,000 visitors come, you're able to triple your conversion. You have 15% conversion, which means it's so easy for somebody to book an appointment with you that you have 150 calls or leads. 30% of that is 45 estimates booked. 75% conversion is 3 times of what you were doing before. And look at your revenue. You're getting the same traffic, but your revenue is tripling. Why? Because you have a really easy way for your lead to work with you. So let me show you some of the things that we do for our clients. We create what is called an appointment funnel, where when somebody comes to your website, they can easily find slots on your team's calendar, your contractor's calendar, to quickly choose a slot that works for the homeowner. And we have automated the entire appointment follow-up. So the moment somebody chooses time on your calendar, we will send you an email as well as a text message that will say you have a appointment that's booked with you. These are the job details. This is the address. This is the name of the person that's interested in booking an appointment with you. Are you interested? If you're interested, you simply click on confirm. If you want to reschedule, you reschedule it. If your appointment is already booked up, then we follow up and we send them an option to book again on your calendar. If this whole opportunity of what they're trying to do, redoing the cabinets and counters in the kitchen, maybe you don't have the staff, maybe you're not interested in taking on this project. If you feel that the lead is too far away, maybe you don't do business in this city, you decline the lead. Based on what action you take, we immediately send a text campaign to the client and we tell them your appointment is booked. Our team member is going to come out. We send them reminders, and then you go and you show up, you do the estimate, and then you win the project. Today, if you do not have this kind of a confirmation system, everybody is walking around with a phone in their hands. And if you don't have the ability to text, to take appointments of those leads that are organically coming to your website from Google search, you are leaving thousands of dollars on the table. Therefore, it's important for you to have this kind of a process where nobody has the time to leave you a message, wait for you to call them back. You call them back, they're busy, you leave a voicemail, they think about wanting to call you back. You eliminate all of those friction points when you have an automated system that is tied to a texting process where people are able to rapidly book appointments with you. We not only book the appointments, after the appointments, we send a follow on message and say, hey, client, did you get your estimate? Do you have more questions about the estimate? Have you not received the estimate yet? And if you've gotten the estimate and you don't like what the quote is, have you decided to go with another contractor? Think about it. Do you have the time today to ask these questions? Because this is valuable information where we're actually tracking conversions to project level. From the organic lead that booked an appointment with you, now you know which estimate became an actual project and is going to put money in your bank. Most times we get the response of number two because people have more questions about the estimate that you've sent them. And think about it, if you don't send them this text message, they're probably thinking, okay, I need to call the contractor, but they are never going to make the time to call the contractor. So when we send this text message and they text back number two, we immediately send you a message with the contact information for this lead and we tell you, hey, you completed this estimate, they have more questions, please call them. You care about calling them because they are a viable lead, which is why you went and you did an estimate. You call them, that is going to close into a project for you. The more fours you get, you're going to realize that your numbers are not gelling with your competition. So you have opportunity, if you really want to win those projects, that you have to look at what your competition, why you're losing out on these. And if people keep saying they're not receiving the estimate on time, then you have opportunity to improve your turnaround, right? People want to get the estimate after you go and visit their homes, especially they're opening up their homes as a contractor. You're walking in, you're meeting them. This is their sacred special place. So you don't want to be getting a lot of threes, which means you don't care about the business. So just this follow up and tracking this month after month will show you gaps in your operations that you can go ahead and fix, and you can instantly convert your revenue. Because if people are choosing somebody else, you can have an attack plan for that. If most times remodelers are losing out on business because people simply have two more questions about that estimate that you sent them. They are ready to start the project, but nobody is really going to connect those dots and pick up the phone and call. Just sending this text message and then reminding you to call them is what will seal the deal and get the project going. So every month we are able to track conversions, appointment booked, appointment confirmed. Did they receive the estimate, have more questions, has not received the estimate, reschedule requested. This is just valuable information for you to figure out all the gaps in your operation so you can literally scale your business and double your revenue goals if you have this kind of a tracking system. So what's next for you? First, check if your business is compatible with the Google algorithm, site:/yourwebsite.com. Then think about if you have an automated system when the leads come to your website for conversions. Just doing this will help you be found on Google without an ad spend. So if you're already spending money on Facebook ads, Google ads, YouTube ads, and wondering why nothing is working out for you, just go and check whether when somebody comes home, right, Google search sent them home to your website. That is so precious when somebody lands on your homepage, what is the plan that you have in place to quickly convert them into an estimate appointment, into a confirmed project, so then it translates into revenue for you. So if you're interested in me running a snapshot report where I can run a report of how your business is perceived by the Google search engine, simply text LEAD, LEAD, to 650-399-3318, and I will follow up with you and send you a snapshot report so you can get clarity as to how the Google algorithm is perceiving your business online. If you're not best friends with the Google search algorithm, you're leaving thousands of dollars on the table. If you're ready to book one-on-one time with me, you can simply go to my calendar and you can book a time slot with me, and it would be my honor to meet you. And if you are on social media, I do have a Facebook group called Digital Dominance Club. So you can join the club and you can ask me any questions. I'm happy to audit your Google Analytics, your Google Ads. If you're spending thousands on ads and not getting results, I can audit your ads for you. I am also active on Instagram at just Remodeler Digital. And similar to what I'm doing today, I hold monthly online workshops, and you can find information about the next upcoming workshop on my website at remodelerdigital.com. And if you're not into social media and you would just love to get in touch with me, simply shoot me an email at ratna@remodelerdigital.com. I would love to connect with you. Again, just text LEAD, and I look forward to meeting you. That's all I got for today. So I'm happy to take any questions. And if there are no questions, we will go ahead and send this presentation to you via email. And I look forward to staying in touch. Thanks, everybody. Make it a great day. Bye.